Welcome back to the Twist of Fate podcast, where you can find your inspiration to make your dreams come true.
It's beautiful. I really like this place, yeah.
Take two.
If you want to watch the rest of the episode, you can catch me on the Twist of Fate podcast.
My name is Daniel McBride. I go by DALIEN or 13 Hands. And what do? Many things. Teach a little yoga, outreach work with recovery, war veterans, PTSD, sleep disorders, corporate wellness, seminars that just kind of almost like employee team building, but kind of approaching it from a sleep nervous system support. You know, people are much happier when they're sleeping regularly. So team building and, everybody gets along in the workplace when people are sleeping. So I kind of approach it from that aspect. Teaching yoga 32 years. Do a lot of lifestyle nutrition support for people, especially with digestive system stuff that I actually had to work through myself. Making albums, trying to get this new album out, venturing into new areas of my work, cyber wellness, which I'm excited. It's really just been kind of just letting things kind of unfold and breadcrumbs fall and relationships, friendships, colleagues, referrals, and you just try to stay patient in the flow. And then you get calls for things, and I just try to keep working. 13 Hands No Bad Yoga is a kind of integrative business name. Just one person, just to give it an LLC of sorts, to just be able to go out and do the various services. Because it's like fitness industry, wellness industry, corporate, nonprofit, social work, underserved populations. So it's just an all-encompassing. The 13 Hands end of it is more to deal with like the music and the sound application, whether it be contemporary music, mainstream, songwriting, but mostly the application of using, native flutes and holistically tuned guitars that create, certain kinds of, shift in the brain processes in terms of theta brainwave state. Just think of everything in your brain as like if you've ever seen a dog whistle, right? You blow a dog whistle, you can't hear it, but the dogs can hear it. So sound and frequency, whether it's the birds in the morning in spring and the erratic rhythm of how they chirp, is very, very, anchoring for the brain, because your brain fires off thoughts and neurolimbic activity like birdsong, chirp, 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 thought, 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 thought. So there's a parallel arrhythmic kind of thing going on for the brain. So we all love music. Our ancient cultures were highly involved with the expressiveness of using, drums and rattles and bones from animals that they hunted, and also they ate, made clothing. But they, especially Native American Indians and other cultures, they didn't waste anything. Everything was turned into something, whether it's for survival or, clothing or slippers, moccasins, but then like for ritual, which was music and sound. So our DNA is hardwired for rattling and drumming, essentially, and for like song. Like we created indigenous songs and melodies in our respective languages, or even sounds. Like we started making sounds before we had languages. The anthropologists, it goes back to just imitating animal sounds. And we learned how to communicate through a little vibrational nuance in our vocal expression. And then you would know what that meant. I don't know what I just did. I just kind of, like I said, pick that up, right? And it sounds silly. It probably looks silly too, but it's just, sound is always a big part of everything. The mystery of meeting the man, Douglas Younger III, happened years ago in a shanty village of Ireland, outside of Donegal Bay. I've met Douglas through you and our friendship, and a random moment talking and at the hotel, and it just came up in conversation, and you emphatically, enthusiastically insisted it would be a cool fit to connect and just have a little powwow. And cool. And I'm happy to support you and happy to support him. And I've been out of the whole interview thing for a long time. and hope we can just really have some nice, authentic moments. The view's lovely, Tracy. It's an amazing view. Look at this view. Everyone, look at the view. Look at that bridge. Look at that building. Look at those cars. Incredible. I haven't been in New York in a long time. This is cool. I appreciate, the ability to hang out.
What are you most excited about to talk with Doug?
I really don't know. I'm going to be honest. I've been doing my thing for over 3 decades, and I feel there's a rebirth happening. I think COVID knocked the wind out of most of us who were freelance consultant, whatever you did. I'm grateful to be in one place up in Sussex County, New Jersey, just trying to get some semblance of my work regular again, between music and outreach and yoga and therapeutic support for different populations. It's been, I think, a time of just, I think whatever's going to come up is going to come up. I do really feel there's a lot of stuff going on in our world that's very challenging, not only because I've been personally working through different challenges, but just trying to figure out how to, I guess it's like the third quarter of life. It's the third quarter of the football game. How do you keep reinventing and staying passionate? Hey there, studio audience. Daniel McBride here. Go by 13 Hands. Happy to be part of this wonderful podcast. If you'd like to see more of the interview, tune into Twist of Fate podcast online and look forward to sharing more of the stuff we're doing here.